By 2030, the Premier League will look very different. Some of the league's biggest clubs are making huge investments in state-of-the-art stadiums, reshaping English football for the next generation. From Everton's stunning new waterfront home to Newcastle's bold plans for a 70,000-seater stadium, these projects will change the game. Not only for fans, but for entire cities. Football stadiums aren't just getting bigger, they're becoming smarter, greener, and more immersive. But which club is building the most impressive venue? And what do these stadiums reveal about the future of the Premier League? Let's find out. Everton's long-awaited departure from Goodison Park is finally happening, and it's more than a stadium move. It's a transformation. Their new 52,888-seat home at Bramley Moor Dock is a game-changer for North Liverpool, much like how the Etihad campus reshaped East Manchester. But let's take a step back. Just 1,303 days ago, this site was nothing more than an abandoned dock, a forgotten piece of Liverpool's history. Beneath its murky waters lay 12 unexploded World War II shells, silent reminders of the past. Fast forward to today, and that same site is now home to one of the most breathtaking stadiums in the country. How did they do it? The first step was filling in the dock, a massive undertaking that took 3 months. Engineers pumped in 480,000 cubic meters of sand from the Irish Sea, using a process similar to how St. George's Dock was infilled over a century ago to create Liverpool's famous Three Graces. Then there's the stadium itself. One of its standout features is the 14,000-seat South Stand, known as the Blue Wall, Everton's answer to Borussia Dortmund's iconic Yellow Wall. Designed to generate an electrifying atmosphere, it's set to become one of the most intimidating stands in English football. And with its stunning waterfront location, offering panoramic views of Liverpool's skyline, this stadium is a new landmark for the city. Colin Chong, Everton's Chief Stadium Development Officer, has been the driving force behind this project. The stadium is expected to attract 1.4 million visitors annually, create 15,000 jobs, and inject £1.3 billion into the UK economy over its lifetime, making it one of the most impactful stadium projects in British football history. So how does Manchester City's expansion compare? Manchester City isn't building a new stadium, but their £300 million Etihad expansion is nearly as transformative. The focus? The North Stand. Once complete, the stadium's capacity will soar past 60,000, making it one of the largest in England. But this isn't just about adding seats. City is reimagining the Etihad as a year-round entertainment destination, a massive 3,000 capacity fan zone, a 400-bed hotel, a state-of-the-art club shop, and a museum celebrating City's dominance, all part of the grand vision. And above the upper tier, a sky bar with breathtaking views of both the pitch and the Manchester skyline, plus a stadium roof walk for those seeking an unforgettable matchday experience. The first steel structures have already arrived, signaling a major leap forward. Everything is on track for the 2025/26 season. The North Stand will feature rail seating for a more electrifying atmosphere, with 3,000 spots dedicated to standing fans, inspired by some of Europe's most iconic stadiums. But this expansion goes beyond luxury and fan experience. The expansion is boosting the local economy, creating hundreds of new jobs and bringing new businesses into the Etihad campus. Danny Wilson, Managing Director of Manchester City Operations, emphasized that fans are at the heart of this project. Ticket prices for younger supporters will be more accessible, ensuring a new generation of City fans gets to experience world-class football up close. This expansion cements Manchester City's dominance, not only on the pitch but also in infrastructure. But they're not the only club making major changes. Chelsea's historic Stamford Bridge is on the verge of a massive transformation. A £1.5 billion redevelopment is set to increase capacity from 41,623 to 60,000, bringing the stadium in line with Europe's elite venues. But this isn't a simple expansion. It's a complete rebuild. the club has already acquired key properties around the stadium, clearing the way for construction to begin. Unlike some clubs that chose to move to entirely new locations, Chelsea is staying put. But that decision comes with challenges. Redeveloping Stamford Bridge while keeping its historic roots intact is no easy feat. The project is expected to take up to 5 years, and during that time the club will need a temporary home. Wembley is the most likely option, following the path Tottenham took when building their new stadium. A ground share with Fulham has been floated as an idea, but it remains unlikely. Todd Boehly, Chelsea's owner, has made it clear, revamping Stamford Bridge is a top priority. But the obstacles are real. Railway lines, surrounding buildings, and limited space make construction a logistical puzzle. One idea even involved rotating the pitch 90 degrees to maximize space. Beyond football, this project will reshape West London's economy. A larger stadium means more tourism, boosting local businesses, property values, and infrastructure. The influx of fans and global events will drive revenue for restaurants, hotels, and transport, while Chelsea's investment supports London's broader redevelopment plans, keeping Stamford Bridge a world-class football hub. Now let's head north. Newcastle United stands at a pivotal moment. St. James's Park, with its 52,338 seat capacity, is an iconic fortress, but the club's ambitions are outgrowing its home. The question is, expand or relocate? Two bold options are on the table: an £800 million redevelopment of St. James's Park, or a £1.2 billion state-of-the-art stadium at Lees's Park, a move that would create the second largest club stadium in England, behind only Manchester United's Old Trafford. Expanding St. James's Park is no easy feat. The East Stand is boxed in by historic Grade 1 listed Georgian terraces, making large-scale construction a logistical nightmare. Beneath the Gallowgate end lies another challenge: a metro station that complicates any major structural changes. But despite these obstacles, a well-executed redevelopment could push the stadium's capacity beyond 60,000, putting it in the same league as Liverpool's Anfield Stadium at 60,725 and Arsenal's Emirates Stadium at 60,432. Then there's the Lees's Park alternative, an even more ambitious proposition. Unlike Tottenham's cutting-edge stadium, built on the exact footprint of White Hart Lane, this plan would require negotiations with local authorities to preserve the park's green space. To work around this, the club is exploring an overlapping footprint design, similar to Tottenham's approach, to keep disruption to a minimum. Ultimately, the final call rests with Yasser Al Rumayyan, Newcastle United's chairman and governor of Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund. Whether the club chooses to expand or relocate, one thing is clear: this project will shape Newcastle's future, potentially doubling matchday revenue and keeping them in step with Europe's elite. West Ham's London Stadium is about to make history, not with goals, but with green energy. A £4.35 million solar panel project, backed by the Mayor of London's Green Finance Fund, will turn the stadium into one of the most sustainable sports venues in the world. But what makes this project so groundbreaking? It's not just about a few solar panels, it's a massive transformation. The plan involves installing 6,500 square meters of solar membranes across the stadium roof, creating the largest solar array on any Premier League ground. That's a game changer. Once operational, this cutting-edge system will generate over 850,000 kilowatt-hours of electricity annually, enough to power every major event held at the stadium. Think about it. 20 Premier League matches, 4 concerts, 2 MLB games, and an international athletics meet, all running on clean, renewable energy, and the impact extends far beyond keeping the lights on. The project is expected to cut carbon emissions by more than 200 tons each year. That's the equivalent of 100 flights from London to New York. But this is just one piece of a bigger puzzle. The stadium is also upgrading to LED lighting, improving air handling systems, and making kiosks more energy efficient. By 2026, these changes will slash energy consumption from 11.5 million kilowatt-hours to 8.5 million kilowatt-hours annually, a massive leap toward net zero goals. London's Deputy Mayor for Environment and Energy, Meet Coban, called the project a game changer, positioning London Stadium as the greenest venue in the Premier League. But the impact of this project isn't just about football or sustainability. It's about the city itself. By cutting reliance on non-renewable energy, it pushes the city toward net zero 2030 while saving £350,000 annually. These savings could fund community programs, stadium upgrades, or ticket subsidies. Graham Gilmore, Chief Executive of LS185, the company that operates and manages London Stadium, stressed that this project is more than an energy-saving measure. Under LS185's leadership, the investment not only cuts costs, but also establishes a new global benchmark for sustainability in sports and entertainment venues. With completion set for summer 2025, West Ham's stadium is proving that modern football is about more than capacity. It's about smarter, more sustainable design. These projects elevate fan experiences, drive economic growth, and showcase the Premier League's global influence in the race to stay ahead. Which of these stadium projects excites you the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more insights on groundbreaking projects.